one more SEC game to touch on, unranked teams. It's the Longhorns, Texas, after losing to South Carolina over the weekend at Arkansas. This line has bumped up a bit from Arkansas juiced -4.5 to -5.5, -105 at FanDuel. KenPom sitting at Arkansas -5, coming off of that monster win, closing as a favorite. I was on Arkansas there. That was one of my bigger wins over the weekend. Nice. After opening +2. So the market went in Arkansas's direction, and they came through in the second half. They're theoretically on the right side of the bubble. Texas is not. What do you make of this game? Adu Theoro questionable, so that's why I was kind of surprised to see the market shift a full point. Granted, Vig aside, in Arkansas's favor. He's a very, very good pick-and-roll defender, and in isolation, that would be key for Texas if he's out, considering what Trey Johnson, their stud freshman, brings to the table. Probably staying away at this number, especially with the Euro's status in question. What say you, man?
Yeah, I mean, the movement, I think, made sense to me. I thought it opened a little surprisingly short. Again, we've been seeing a good point on KenPom towards the home team. So expected 6.5. Seeing 4.5, 5.5. Seeing 4.5 was shocking. So yeah, I was not surprised at the quick buy back into the KenPom range. And I thought that was correct. But like for the market, for me, I'm taking Texas. I don't know what's going on. They develop good looks, but they are not finishing at the rim. So they're shooting 57% at the rim, expected to be shooting 63% at the rim. That's a lot of misses. I mean, 4% of your shots, whew, that is just not fun. And if they can convert at that 63%, they are going to be one of the best teams in the country at shooting at the rim. I mean, that's how shot quality sees them. So it's tough. It's a tough spot to invest because, again, it's looked ugly. I would imagine if you've watched a lot of Texas games, it has not looked pretty at the rim, but they're getting good positioning. They're getting good locations on the floor to take those shots from, and that does predominantly lead to good scoring in the long run. The biggest issue is that I think they're getting that positioning, and they often settle for mid-range jumpers, and they rely on their shot making a lot. And instead of developing maybe good shots or open shots, enter Arkansas. You ever see Arkansas close out a three-point shooter? Me neither. They don't. So this is going to be the type of room that I think Texas can maybe operate with a little bit more so than what anyone is showing you as a defensive look in this conference. I mean, it's the worst defense on threes in the conference for Arkansas, and Texas should be better than them on offense per shot quality, and the defense looks pretty equal. So it's a hard sell, but Texas, it's must win. All that crap does not go into any of my handicapping, but it's going to end up being one of those spots where afterwards, all the guys who run their mouths on that stuff are going to be like, must have been a must-win for Texas because they needed it to get off the bubble. Like, no, they are a good team. They are probably the better team. It should probably be like closer to a pick'em than a 2-possession game. So yeah, I have it at 2.5. I'll take those points.
If you want to take a shot with Texas or Arkansas in our free college basketball pick'em contest, you can find that daily over at play.thelines.com. Also check out the best odds over at thelines.com for March Madness and beyond. Key there, Adu Theoro status.
Yeah, for sure.
If you want to get a jump on Texas, though, because it sounds like he's going to miss the game, 5.5 even juiced is interesting.